Happiness from the carpenter's office. We're back, and we are going to review a new brand of boots today. Dievier, Dievier. I think it's French. I don't know what it means. They're not from France, but Dievier is how I'm pronouncing it, and I think that's how you do it. Before we go there, we have given away all of the free Happiness Carpenter patches. I still have a bunch. They're going to be for sale now for $10 plus shipping. If you want one, IM me, message me on Instagram, Happiness Carpenter, and we'll talk about getting you one of these for the $10 price tag now. Okay, so, hey, this is the first time I'm coming to you without boots on, actually. I have a green tailor stitch shirt. It's a solid flannel. I'm really into solid flannels right now, which I really like. But I'm coming to you with house shoes on. Please forgive me, because I'm excited to put these boots on and try them today. And I may be giving you a short video today, just seeing how I styled these, how they look in action, and talking about what I'm thinking of my first impressions of wearing them. This is my first impressions of taking them out of the box. It's not an unboxing because I was excited and didn't wait for you, sorry. But I'm going to show you about the packaging, and that's one of the things at this point that I'm in love with. I don't know if you realize it, but I'm always positive. And I don't do negative reviews. These were comped to me. They were sent to me for free by Gustavo and his partner Daniel. They're two cats from San Diego, California. They approached me, asked me if I wanted to review them, asked me to pick a pair. I picked the Arrow Edition, which is the collaboration with Dale's Leatherworks from Instagram. And I don't do negative reviews. So if you don't see me doing something, it probably means that I either have not tried it or I don't like it. If you think I may know something about something and there's some negative aspects to it you want to talk to me about, some critiquing in a negative way, just message me on Instagram and I'll tell you what I know about them. But at this point, I'm really liking these boots. The Arrow Edition, Dale's Leatherworks, Arrow Surfer LV on Instagram. He's an amazing, wonderful young man, a YouTuber, a great boot reviewer, and he sells a lot of kilties I've gotten from him. He does some great leather work over there at Dale's Leatherworks, some amazing backpacks. I got to get me one of them in green. But this is actually, it's a new company to me. They were founded in 2018, I think, and so it's about 5 years old. But I just saw the first post about them, coincidentally, last night in the boot groups on Facebook. A fellow had a maroon pair, and they are selling out quick. I think the maroon already may be sold out, but they're only $220, I'm sure, plus tax and shipping. So this is relatively new to the heritage boot scene, and I think it's going to do well. Dale of Dale's Leatherworks has been reviewing them and talking about them for, I don't know, about 10 months, I think. I watched some of his videos to see what he thought of them and prior to accepting this. And he likes them. I like them so far. I will let you know. I'm already into this, so I'll let you know exactly what I think. I'm going to wear them. I may do a short video. And then after, I have so many boots, I can't wear boots that often. I wear Red Wing work boots every day, steel toe work boots, 5 or 6 days a week. But when I get some more wear on these, then I'll do a catch-up video on these. It'll probably be after the first of the year sometime or sometime into the early spring. Dievier. I like these boots. Look at that. It's got a padded collar. I don't like a padded collar. I've talked about that before. When you get a padded collar, usually what you get is some vinyl or thinner leather. This is pretty much the same leather. And look, it's kind of discreet because it's only in the back. Just to make the comfort, on your foot when you're putting them on or flexing, squatting, whatever. So that's kind of cool. I'll tell you whether I like that. The reason why I don't like a padded collar is because I've had boots where the leather was cheaper or was vinyl, and it just disintegrates on that. So these boots come with a removable insole. They call it suede. Suede is actually a split leather, so it's smoothish. It's got the grain, but it's smoothish on the outside there. So the inside is probably the fuzzy side. Yes, it's like a foam, but the nice thing about it is you can pull it out. So I've had boots uh, shipped to me, and the insole's glued in. You know, I mean, if that wears out and it's just foam, you know, what am I going to do? I'm in there scraping the glue out with my fingernails and getting another insole. Which it's good to have insoles because they help you, and you can change the the tightness or the looseness of the boot with a different thickness of an insole. So I haven't tried these yet. I ordered them in a tin. Um, what they do is they don't have half sizes of what I saw, but they go up to like a wide. So you can get a 10, 10 wide, 11, 11 wide that way. So that constitutes their half size. About the inside of the boot, um, it is lined with an actual cow leather, and it is a soft cow leather. It kind of reminds me of, you see the bottom of that one, because I took the insole out, but it kind of reminds me of a John Lofgren. Actually, the lining does, and you know that's a really high end boot. But I have several pairs of those, and they have that kind of lining, and so this is what it actually looks like on the inside when you get it. The other thing I like, which is cool, Dale mentioned this in one of his videos, the eyelets are like a nut and bolt kind of hexagon there. But here's the thing, on the inside, now one of the Indonesian bootmakers gave me these, I think it was Fortis last time. It's not like those spliney things which dig into your tongue, and that's one of the reasons why you would need false tongues, is because those dig into your tongue and actually grind in your tongue and do little rips in it. And these are just totally smooth like a washer, you know, the way that they're riveted on there. The tongue also, as I might mention, is about 3/4 the way gusseted. You can't see it the way they got them laced, but it has that little leather loop so it doesn't swing to the side. That's really irritating for me. That's why I like my tongues gusseted, because they don't move around and fall to the side. And I don't know, when they're not gusseted for me, it doesn't matter what type of boots they are, they always swing to the side and I can never get them right. It has a cap toe. This kind of almond shaped toe is dressier than what I like. And you know, I'm more of a rugged boot guy. But I actually need some dressier boots. I might take these for my Mexico collection because I actually get invited to more parties in Mexico than I do here. You know, the Mexicans love to have a good time and party and be with family. But it is a regular actual cap toe. It's triple stitched on there. This is a 360-degree Goodyear welted boot. $220. How can they do it? I've never seen it. Dale from Aero Surfer LV compared them to Thursdays. I don't have any Thursdays. I like the construction better than the Sutro boots that I have. I like the construction better than the Fry boots that have passed through my hands. I think both of those are probably made in Leon also. It depends what shop you go to and what quality you want. So if you look at the upper leather on these, I don't think that it's pebbled. I think it's the way they click the leather, you know, the way they cut it out. The upper seems like it's kind of pebbled and textured more than the bottom. Now I'm looking at the bottom, and on one of these boots, I was looking at them, I was kind of disappointed at first because you can see there's a little bit of variation in the leather there. I don't know if you can see that. But then I look at them all, and they're all kind of, they're, you know, it's not perfect leather. And boy, I have a pair of boots I paid buku bucks for, and to have them with the scars of the leather. I thought they were scratches. They're not. It's just variations in the leather. And I kind of like it. Because it kind of, what it does for me is it kind of makes these dressy boots a little bit more rugged. Getting back to pricing. They have two models basically. This is the Prospect, the Aero Edition, okay? And they have a mock toe boot and this boot, okay? Of course the mock toe is a little bit more rugged looking. $220, I think that one goes up to $180. And same type of construction. They got some on their site for sale for $104, $170, $180 in the mock toes right now. I think a black or charcoal pair of mock toes I just saw on there when I was just checking some things before the video for like $104. I don't know what sizes they got left. Everything they have is selling out super quick. So if you don't see what you like, maybe you can get on their email mailing list if they have that, and get one of the next iterations. Um, the welt, okay, I really like the stitching on this welt. There's a couple areas where it's slightly wonky. I don't know if you can see that, but for this price point, these are incredibly fine craftsmanship. The sole is a one piece. It's like a Vibram. It is not a Vibram, but the heel and everything are one piece, a poured one piece outsole, and they come with these black cotton laces. The backstay. Here's how the backstay looks. Okay, that's the back of the boot. That's the bottom of the boot. Okay, so it's got a rugged sole. I don't know. I think they got me. I think I may like these boots. I'm excited to wear them today. I don't know why, but we'll see what happens. How the fit is, because I want to be able to tell you how the fit is. I want to be able to tell you whether I actually really like them on feet. Oh, the midsole is vaqueta. They call it vaqueta. If you read that on the site, vaqueta for us in Mexico is a really thick piece of veg tan leather. That's what we call vaqueta. And it's got the beautiful midsole. It's kind of stained on the side, but then it looks natural on top. And I think that's a super good touch there too with that, I don't know, I'm not showing you right, with that white stitching. You know, I really like that look. The black, then it's got a little bit of like, you know, color, brown color, walnut color, whatever, on the side of the welt and the midsole, and then the top of the welt is white stitched. The stitching itself in this green pair is all green, and there it is, the Prospect boot by Dievier. Oh, okay. I almost forgot. I thought I had it. This is the first thing I want to tell you. Okay, this is not an unboxing because I couldn't wait. I already unboxed, but these are the best boxed, shipped, presented boots that I got. So I want to tell you about that because sorry, I'm dropping it all over. That makes a huge difference to me. Okay, when these boots came, okay, and they came really quick. I think they're being shipped from San Diego. By the way, this leather is chrome tanned in Los Angeles. This is American leather, American startup company by American guys, put together in Leon. I don't really think we have any shoe companies in California. If we do, correct me and let me know. I know we got some amazing cobblers. We got Brian the Bootmaker, one of the best cobblers in the world, down there in LA. And we got Revive Shoe Repair. Both of those guys, I don't know where Revive Shoe Repair is from, but I know he's a Mexican. And I think he's a Mexican. And Brian the Bootmaker is half Guatemalan, I think. He's a Latino, half Vietnamese. But his teacher, I think, is from Guanajuato as well. So we're getting some good shoemakers in Guanajuato and coming out of Guanajuato and still in Guanajuato making these boots. But when I got this box, okay, check it out. I've received boxes. I've received boots that are 6 times, 7 times the price point of these boots, bouncing around in a box with nothing. And I keep the boxes. I store them in boxes. I have so many boots. I have a problem when they have speed hooks. I got to kind of put something in between because when they kind of lay on each other in the box, they can make impressions. The top speed hook's on the toe here, how that is. And so, but I keep them in the box and I try and keep them nice. Put shoe trees in them if I need to, or I think I told you one of my hacks is I cut those spaghetti pool flotation little tubes. They look like pipe insulation. They're multicolored. You get them at the dollar store. And I just cut those and slide them in the ones that I'm afraid I'm going to get toe collapse, especially when I keep them in the box. But I've had some wonderful people send me new boxes when I said, hey, man, I'm sorting in the box. My box is trashed because Red Wing, a lot of the P&W makers, they just tape up the box and send it to you. And, you got the tape all over the box. And, okay, I'm okay with that. But I cut the box, I cut the tape, try and not peel it off because it rips all the labeling off the box. And I want to keep the box nice. What if I resell them? I like to ship them in the original box. Guys like that. So I've had new boxes shipped to me. I have had quantities of boots come that I was trying to deal with and move, and all the boxes were thrashed. So this is in this box. Look at that. It's in a box that's the right size for the inside box. So that means it doesn't get damaged. Okay. Then it's got this beautiful box. This is the nicest shoe box that I have. Okay. It's got this little carrying strap, like you might see this in some of the more fashion boots, but this is cool. But I mean, this is a killer box. I'm ranting and raving about the box, but the but the way that they, for $220 you get a lot of stuff. 360-degree Goodyear welt, full leather lining, veg tan lining, full leather upper. Amazing. Okay, so they had the, you know, the crepe paper inside the shoes, keeping the shape. They were in plastic bags, you know, keeping them from scuffing each other and bouncing around. Then they had tissue paper, and then they actually sent, look at that, Dievier heavy canvas shoe bag. Really cool. You know, they're not two separate bags, which some of them do, and you keep them in the box in bags, which that's cool. But it's like for travel. Like if you throw them in your suitcase or whatever, they won't scratch or get dirty or mess up your clothes. And then you're, you know, nothing will hopefully damage them when you're traveling or whatever. And that killer shoe bag, I really like that. So this packaging and shipping, speed of shipping, packaging, and the way that it was packaged are 100% with me, actually the best that I've ever seen. So that makes the carpenter extremely happy. I think that's what I have for you on these. I'm tickled pink about them. I'm going to wear them. That is what I have. And I just, again, in this day, I want to tell you that I know that the holiday season is hard for a lot of people. If it is, and you've lost loved ones you really miss, try and distract yourself with something. I know it, you see families and, you know, people in the relationships that you wish you had, and I realize that hurts. But, you know, think about the real reason for Christmas time, for the holidays. We just made it through Thanksgiving. That's the best holiday we got. It's not about giving or receiving. It's about having a meal with people that you love and being thankful. And so we can continue to keep the spirit of Thanksgiving through Christmas, a spirit of thankfulness. And if your family's not with you, think of the good things that you miss about them. I think I said that in my last video. And just try and do things that make you feel good. Try and get out among other people. I know everyone's decorating in the neighborhood out right here, putting lights up and everything. I was working on the star on the Christmas tree a little while ago. Do things like that to distract. Go ahead and decorate. If it's only you, go ahead and decorate the way you want it. You know what? That's the cool thing about living alone. You don't have to ask anyone's permission for anything. Make it pretty. Hey, clean your place up if you're in there alone. I don't care if nobody else is there. Clean it up. It'll make you feel better. Decorate. And then think about Christmas. You know, think about the greatest gift of all. You may not be a Christian, but what we're celebrating in Christmas is that God gave his son. He allowed his son to be sacrificed. Is the greatest gift that we can kind of imagine is your child being taken away from you. But he gave his son to us. And what we're thinking of in Christmas is God sacrificing for us. So as the ultimate example, we need to sacrifice for other people. And like I said in previous videos, maybe your thing that you can do this holiday season is to just be kind, find someone to interact with, and you're going to feel fulfilled by loving, helping, and you're going to get joy out of giving kindness, out of the season of giving. If you think of it as the season of giving and not as the season of what we don't have, even if you don't have a lot. You know, the Bible says the lady that gave her last penny gave more than everyone else. And so it is not what you give, it's how you give. It's how your heart is. It's how you receive a gift. And you always don't have to give. If someone gives you something, you don't have a lot, you don't have to give them something back. You know, in many cultures, if you instantly give a gift back, it's almost insulting because it's the feeling that the giver has in giving the gift. it's a lot of joy for them. So accept gifts gracefully and give of what you have. And, mostly when I'm talking about giving, you know what? Give love. And if you can afford to, give boots. Happiness in this day and Dievier boots.